Hey, what is going on, Madden family? We are here, and last time we talked about a cover 3 beater out of run balance, and I showed you a little bit of cover 2, but I know how these videos go. Not everyone watches the whole thing. You don't get to the end where you may have covered something, so I'm going to cover this very specifically for you guys. And I'm doing this because it's going to hurt me. I know it's going to hurt me in the long run because I run the formation. I was totally off center there. So again, run balance playbook, single back trips. There's two plays in particular we're looking at here: PAY glance and 93 up Y option. Right, both very good plays for what you want to do. We use the 93 up Y option for our cover 3 beater. Bam, we're gonna be able to use it here for cover 2 as well. So I'm gonna put these both on our audibles, and this is how I play. These are what my audibles are: 93 up Y option, dive, corner double in, PAY glance, and I usually come out and stretch. I'm not gonna come out and stretch here, but that's what I would obviously come out in. And as we look deeper into this playbook, I'm going to try to add more to it for you guys on this channel. We'll see. So 93 up Y option. Now there's two really types of cover 3s or cover 2s that you play. There's like a Tampa 2, right, which is a cloud flat, and then there's cover 2 sinks, your pinch dog 2s, which actually have a soft squat. Okay, very different. Now anytime someone is pressing, that's when your eyes start to light up. Okay, so we're going to start with pinch dog 2 press. Now, ideally, what you want to do is you want to be running this to the far side. So for me, my trip side left on the right hash, trip side to the right, and I'm on the left hash, right? So this is the 93 up Y option. Again, you don't really have to do much against this, okay? You can alter the tight end, you can block the tight end. It doesn't really matter. I want to show you a couple things. That this B route is, hey, he's going to come open regardless against cover 2. Right, sometimes when they match up on him, he may be a little more covered. Otherwise, probably not. But what we're looking at is Mohamed Sanu there, X. And it's Mohamed Sanu. He is not fast at all. But we see he is pressed up against him with the way this alignment and coverage is. And what you're going to be able to do is toss that ball out there just like that. Once they get past whether they get pressed or whatnot. But what this normally leads to is hopefully an outside release. If there is the chance that there's an inside release, that you don't want to throw that ball, okay? When you run this play, you could get an inside release. So again, we just block the running back. I'm gonna block the tight end here as well. We'll take a look. Doesn't really do anything there. You outside pass lead it. Safety has a really hard time getting over there. Sometimes they do, right? And sometimes you have to decide whether you want to possession catch or rat catch it. But what I want to show you, just in case, let's just assume, hey, that's covered. Okay, X is covered. Where's your other routes? Well, Y is a streak and B is a crossing route. So if you want to use cross specialist on B, it's not the worst thing to do. But you see here, where's cover 2? It is also going to just come open later down the field. All right, bam, great play. And we look at the PAY glance. If you are playing against certain coverages and you block the running back, you may get screamed at just because. Pinch dog 2 is one of those that generally happens. Sometimes you have to block the tight end as well, but I like having the tight end there. So for me, I use a hot route master quarterback. I also have playmaker on them because sometimes that A tight end route, you can playmaker it. If you block the tight end in this case, right? We're going to block 7. And this happens to be covered. Y is going to be your bailout route. Now, he doesn't need to be on the long out route. You could put him on the baby out route. And what that means is that you can actually playmaker him up if things get covered. He'll probably be open. So you would playmaker him up the sidelines. But let's look at the PAY glance here. So it's actually more of a takeoff route there. We see that the safety actually got there. Now, Snoo's pretty slow. But again, that's what you're looking for. The takeoff route in PAY glance. You know what I mean by takeoff route? We're going to run it one more time and we'll show you here. So, oh, see, look, we got yelled at. So then you would be able to playmaker and hit Y up the field, okay? We're going to do this without getting yelled at. I don't want to make edits and cuts because then I'm just showing you the best and you need to see what real life is. So again, right here, he gets takeoff and he's going to score there. Not worried about score. Let's look at the replay. What does the replay do for us here? So the big difference when we're looking at this outside route here is what I mean by how he is a takeoff route is that he always goes to the outside. And that's what we want. We want outside releases because at a certain point, That corner's going to bite down. Look, the ball is already in the air. We're not even waiting. And look, he's just open. Now, additionally, that streak up the middle, not always open. Try not to throw that, okay? So that's versus these soft squats, pinch dog 2 press, cover 2 sinks, right? Tampa 2 is what you're going to run into a lot of as well. And let's run that. We have everything set up. Cool. Stayed. So Tampa 2 out of over G, okay? Popular. This is popular. Again, I want to do this. So we see, oh, right there, he got an inside release. That's okay. We're going to fire it in right there. On the 93 up Y option, sometimes he gets that inside release. And when he gets that inside release, hurts you. Now, if you don't have to block people, you don't need to block 7. You can do whatever you want with this tight end. Normally, I use him as a bit of a bailout route. But again, there, inside release, we see that. Bam, you can hit that right over there. Great cover. This is a great cover 2 play. Great cover 2 play. But PAY glance, right? Again, I'm going to block the running back. We're going to leave the rest of the play exactly the same. We're going to see what happens to Sanu here. Bam, he gets the outside release. Against Tampa 2. Against Tampa 2, it does wonders. Now, do it again. I want you to see it again. I want you to see it again. Again, bam, outside release on X. Once he releases, you're just there. Maybe it's not a touchdown, but it's a really big play, okay? Now let's move the hash. Let's do it on the short hash. If you do it over here, you're risking it, man. You're risking it. So let's run both of these on the short hash. PAY glance first. Again, he's going to get the outside release, but the window does get a little tighter, especially when you got a zoned out safety, somebody's clicking on. It can be dangerous. It can be scary, but this still works. Look at this little Sanu. He just up the sidelines, okay? Now let's look at the 93 up Y option. Again, we're just going to block everyone here. See, does he get an inside release? He does go inside release there. Doesn't matter. Hot. Pew, pew, pew right there, okay? This is the way we want to attack cover 2. I attack it this way a lot. A lot of times if I know that, hey, they're really adjusting to that outside streak. Maybe they're putting a third or a quarter or something over there. Maybe they're just manning it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that X route off. I'm going to put him as my shallow cross here. And again, you could do stuff with motions. I'm normally motioning middle receiver, so wide Julian Edelman here. For this video, I'm not going to. But again, this is going to give me a bailout route here. And then we're going to see him coming across there. That's a lot of space. That's a lot of open space. Now, if you happen to run PAY glance at the same point and get stuck, that tight end is most likely going to be your guy. You're going to be able to hit him. You're going to be able to hit him usually right in that spot. However, if that is getting covered, and there are definitely times it does. I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I sit here in the pocket, you know, we'll playmaker that tight end. And none of these guys have playmakers. That's a terrible playmaker. But I can playmaker him up the field or back. Because he is generally going to be the guy closest to me, right? So again, playmaker would be there even though X was open, okay? Now, let's say you make a bad pre-snap read. And it happens. You think, oh, it's cover 2. Oh, I know it's cover 2. I'm going to eat. Maybe it's not, right? Maybe it's not, because if you run this setup versus cover 3, that's kind of covered. That's kind of covered. You don't really want to do that, so you need to have those bailouts unless you are blocking 7. You know, so that's why putting the tight end there is going to give you some sort of a bailout. Hopefully he's going to give you the bailout. Now, if you have Hot Route Master, you can actually do a lot more with him. What I would do is probably put him on a bit of a cross, right? And then do something like this. And it's going to give me dual crossing routes. A tight end is usually going to sort of sit in a pretty open area if you're doing it on the wide side. So let's move back to the wide side. You should always be doing this on the wide side. You should always be doing it. A lot of times when you guys see me play and I run and like I'll intentionally like give up a play to get onto the wide side, is why. So like, look here. So this is cover 3, right? Oh, I messed it up. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. That tight end is going to be open upfield. Not always, but he's there. So if you wanted to try for a deep play, you can do that. If you want to try for the shallow play, you can do that as well. I'm a big in-route fan. If I think, oh crap, I did it wrong, let me get my 5 yards and move on to the next play. Exactly what you need to do. Same thing with the PAY glance. If you completely read it wrong, like, oh crap, this isn't what I wanted, that tight end is still going to get, normally gets in there, but you still have that playmaker ability, okay? Let's say you block 7 and you really read it wrong, okay? That's when you're going to have Edelman at that slot spot is going to be your playmaker. So as soon as you see like, oh no, it's covered, you can just playmaker him up the field. And you're going to get a nice soft area there. So that is to play single back trips out of run balance. Hopefully this adds to your arsenal. I saw 2 people this weekend using it. Get more people in. This formation is annoying. I am brand new at it and winning at a really high clip, and you guys can too, hopefully. I hope so. I hope this is helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back. Comments down below. Other things you guys want to see from me. I got you. Okay? I'm out. Peace.